Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to the Final Cut, and we're covering the films that we saw at a double film festival at the beginning of the month. It's Review-a-palooza. I'm Mark the Movie Man, so glad you could join us. Hey, before we get into it, please like, subscribe, bells and whistles here, and help us get to 4K subs before the end of the year. You can only do that with your help. Now, on to today's review, which is New Fear's Eve. It was part of a Night of Horror International Horror Film Festival, and New Fear's Eve was directed by Eric Huskisson and P.J. Starks also wrote the script. And yeah, we get the story of three friends who work for Hooper Industries. They work for Hooper Industries, but Hooper Industries is in some financial troubles, and it decides to cut some people from its company, but they still decide to have their New Year's Eve party. Someone else who is cutting people, but literally, is a serial killer named the Doctor, who crashes the Hooper Industry New Year's Eve party and starts cutting a bloody path. And we see how the three friends try to survive the night to the new year, while the serial killer has himself a bloody good time. New Fear's Eve did not disappoint. This was one of my highly anticipated films to see, and getting to see it on the big screen with a group of people was a lot of fun. This is a great horror comedy of Clerks meets Silent Night, Deadly Night, with maybe a little Black Christmas mixed into it as well. A lot of horror references in here, not only in the names of our characters, but also in some of the scenes and kills. And it's wearing its references on its sleeve, though. It's giving a ode, a nod to those films that influenced our filmmakers while they're having fun making a movie that has a solid story to it. I really enjoyed the character of the Doctor. I loved the design with the plague mask and everything with him, and his style of killing was always interesting. His implements of death become more and more outrageous as the film goes on, with one in particular that has, I think, seared itself into my brain to the end of time. One particular kill was really just wow. So you get a lot of those in here, and they're all practical effects, which look really good, gory, bloody, visceral, really well done for a film like this. Now, our three friends who are trying to survive the night are played by very talented individuals. We have Leslie Starks, who played by Lily Claire Harvey. I thought she did a fantastic job in here. Not only is she charismatic, has a screen presence, and just portrays a character that you immediately connect with and are pulling for and don't want to see die, but just showing a lot of talent, both comedic wise and even some more serious moments. And she got herself a good horror scream on there as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed her performance, and the scenes she had with the other two folks rounding out the friends here. Brian Storm is played by Turner Vaughn. He reminded me a bit of Dante from Clerks in a good way. I really liked his character. He's a little more grounded character, a little more reluctant, some things, a little more hesitant on others. You know, you think the relationship might go somewhere in this trio, but it doesn't go where you expect, and I like that. There's a little bit of unexpected direction with our three friends. Then there's Moses Mosley, who is played by Matthew Tichenor, and I hope I pronounced that right. He was great. He's like Jason Mewes. So this is like if Jason Mewes hung out with Dante, right? These two really get some very hilarious scenes. Matthew just goes over the top with a couple of them, including this one office scene involving some hand lotion in particular. But yeah, these three really play off each other well. You buy into the fact that these three are friends, and yeah, you can tell they're having fun and they all get along. So you really buy into that, and you need that in their relationship in order for this film to really work, I think. Then we have a lot of familiar faces out here. David Sheridan playing Mr. Duggan, the head of Hooper Industries. Samantha Wagner, played by Hannah Fireman. I loved seeing her on screen. Stephanie, played by Felisa Rose, who's just kidding. She really throws herself into her comedic role here as Stephanie. Again, that same scene where we talked about the office with the hand lotion. Yeah, she just had the whole audience laughing. Norman Perkins is played by Jeffrey Reddick. Yes, that Jeffrey Reddick. Great to see him on screen. Erica Dyer playing Jordan Argento, and Jason Crow playing Lance Wagner. Jason Crow, whenever he shows up, he just has that great comedic timing, and he always seems to end up with being the victim of the most interesting kills, and let me tell you, he definitely does in this one. New Fear's Eve ended its festival run, hopefully, and I have no doubt they're going to get distribution soon, so keep an eye out for when it does get distribution, because if you like independent horror films with lots of gore, laughs, some talent, and just an entertaining, fun time, New Fear's Eve is going to be for you. I was happy and lucky enough to get to talk to the filmmakers as well about this movie, and you can check out my interview here on this channel if you're so interested. But thank you again. Please check out our Patreon if you haven't already. I appreciate the view, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.